Hello everybody. So we're in winter again. So how do you survive winter riding a motorbike without any heated gear? Well, I've been riding this is my 56th winter of riding, and I've never had heated gear. And mostly the reason behind that is that most of the bikes I ride don't have the electrical capability of running heated gear. I mean, these old 350 bullets and the like, they'll only charge the battery at 2 amps. Well, heated gloves takes 4, so I've never bothered with them. So I want to give you a few tips on how to survive winter without heated gear. It can be done. I've got all my gear on, as you can see. So let's start at the top here. I wear a t-shirt and a sweatshirt over the top of that, and then I'll put my leather jacket on. Sometimes if it's really cold, I'll put a woolly it's alright, there's a bike going past, I thought it was going to come see me. So I've got a t-shirt, a sweatshirt and my leather jacket. Sometimes I'll put a woolly sweater on over the top, a thin one, not very thick, over the top of the sweatshirt, and that keeps me nice and warm up here. I normally wear a scarf if it's really cold to seal up this gap round the neck, stop the wind blowing down there. So that keeps the top half of me warm. The bottom half of me, I've got a pair of Harley Davidson winter trousers on. These are remnants of when I had Harley Davidsons. I did have Harley Davidsons, and they're waterproof and windproof and quilt lined. Underneath those I've got a pair of jeans. That's all I need. So hands, that's the thing, isn't it? Hands, they're the things that get cold. Well, what I do is I use a pair of these. Now, these are mechanics gloves, just the latex gloves, cheap as chips. What you need to do, get yourself a pair of these, make sure your hands are warmed up, and you've got to have warm hands first. Then put these on, and then put your gloves on over the top. You'll be surprised. Most of the time my hands are sweating with this lot on. They are. And I've been out all day on this old bike, all morning, and when I left here it was -2, and I was toasty warm, absolutely toasty warm. So that's how I get around it. I've got a pair of boots on that are big enough to get 2 pairs of socks on, and that make sure your feet are warm before you go out. Put 2 pairs of socks on, and that's it. I stay warm. I don't have any problem at all. I use a open face helmet all the time. Unless I'm filming, then I'll use a full face helmet because I've got to mount the camera on it. Yeah, you can get those snoods that you put on and they come over your nose and everything. I've tried them, they're alright, but they get damp with your condensation from your breath, so I don't bother with them. If your face gets a bit cold, it gets a bit cold, but the rest of you is warm. So that's how I get through winter, and I just thought I'd share those thoughts with you, because I know that a lot of people don't ride in the winter. They put the bikes away and sawn them and all the rest of it, but I don't. I ride all year round, and this is how I do it. The other helpful thing this time of year, we've got rotten leaves on the road. They're a slimy mess. They put salt on the roads. That can get slimy as well. And plus damp and moisture as well. my winter bikes consist of this one and a 500 bullet, which I don't use that much, but I always try and use a low powered bike. It reduces the risks. You don't want to be out on those kinds of roads really with a sports bike. You know, I don't care if you do put it in rain mode or whatever, it's too much. It's too much. So that's how I get through winter without heated gear. Just simple things that work. I mean, back in the day, we used to just get a newspaper, you know, fold it out so it's just a newspaper, and shove it up your chest underneath your jacket to keep you warm. That used to work as well, but not as well as, you know, modern stuff. But your trousers have to be windproof. You don't want anything just a pair of jeans is no good. You'll freeze to death, you know. So I just use these. I know they look a bit clumpy and everything, but I get to where I'm going warm, and I'm a happy fella. So there you go. Just a few tips for winter motorcyclists. Like I say, there's a lot of you that don't ride in the winter, but there is an awful lot of you that do, and you'll have their own ideas about how you keep warm. You know, even if you haven't got heated gear. That is one of the downfalls with older bikes like this. They just haven't got the electrical capacity to run heated gear. I know you can get the stuff that you can charge up, but it's a faff, innit? You know, oh, I forgot to charge my gloves up last night, or I forgot. I mean, I've never had them, so I don't know, but it just seems to me like I can see the batteries going flat before you get to where you're going and all that. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody out. It just might give you a few pointers on how you can survive winter. But you can. I've done it for, like I say, this is now my 56th winter, and I've got through the lot so far. And I'm still here and I'm still warm. So anyway, there you go. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.